this heat for our greenhouse. The sun is hitting me. Hold on, I'm about to spin around. I can't get a good... Nah, the sun's behind me. It's kind of better. Anyways, we gotta get started on the biomass heat for the greenhouse. Now, the other day we talked about spiderweb. Not spiderweb. We talked about putting up pallets and heating with wood chips, but not on the outside, or inside, on the outside. Now, I've seen this on YouTube quite a bit, but they use leaves. So it might do the same concept, but basically what I'm doing is I will be adding a pallet wall here. Probably use 4 pallets. Try to at least, because the water tote's here. And then stack it full of wood chips. And then this bottom window plastic area, I don't want to cut a hole in that. So stack it up to where I can get to that screen window under the table. Stick a pipe in the wood chips and then channel that heat out. That's what our intentions are. That's what we're going to plan on doing. So right now I've got to go get the diesel because we've been out for a while. Get that tractor, grab my pallets, throw those together with some screws real quick, nothing fancy. Get the front motor, get some wood chips, because I need the sunlight to start heating it. I need to put a tarp over it and start heating it, so it probably won't work tonight. Okay, instead of walking around and looking for pallets, I'm going to, I don't waste any diesel, turn that off. I'm just going to pull 4 crappy pallets from this pile that we're using to make our fence. Found my foam blocks here. I was just going to use cardboard alone, but over the season the cardboard's going to break down, and then the wood chips is going to rip the tarp. So I'm putting this in first. Against the plastic. Alright, so that's it. It doesn't look pretty, but it doesn't need to be. 4 pallets all the way around. Stack it up as high as I can to the top of this pallet. Got my foam pad, cardboard, cardboard, foam pad, double cardboard. And I'll be running a pipe from this window down in here to pull the heat out of the center of the pile. Now, my plan is, when I get that all piled up, just put plastic over it, leftover greenhouse plastic we got. And then it's going to create that heat barrier. I can add compost. And it's going to heat up inside. Pull that heat out from the middle of the pile. And then bring it into the greenhouse. Now, if I have to add a fan, I can add a small fan, but I want to do it without using much electricity. So now I think I just have to go get the wood chips. So let me go get that. Stockpiles over there. I'll go get that and bring it on over. Yeah. Okay, so I found 2 pieces of pipe. One is bigger than 3-inch, 4-inch pipe. It's the right size I need, but it doesn't have a 90 on it or an elbow of any sort. But I found another pipe. It's a 3-inch. It's got a 45, and it's got holes pre-drilled in it. I'll show you here. So here's that 4-inch pipe. Right size I could use. This one here, 90, but it's got these holes drilled out, which is going to be good. So we'll see if this works out. Try these out now. So basically when I bury this now, I leave it where it's at, when I go to remove the cover here on the front, over here, I'll be able to just pull that pipe to wherever I want. And then all those holes are going to be extra airflow, bring in some heat hopefully. So that's my So I realized if I gotta stack it up high to the pallets, I need more cardboard here. I got another two. Basically, we got as much as we could in there without causing too much of a problem. Still gotta put plastic over it. I think this is good to start out. I can always add when it breaks down. I need to get something over it, and hopefully I can see my pipe. Yeah, so okay. What I'll do is I won't use it tonight. I'll put plastic over it. And then that should let it cook up some. So let me go get the tarp. Okay, so it's covered with two sheets of plastic on top. Nothing on the back side yet, because I don't want to close it off completely overnight. Still want airflow to get in there to help heat it up. But that would just keep the heat on top to help it out a little bit. I don't know, maybe not. Eventually, well, tomorrow I'm going to wrap it no matter what. I'm going to get a different light too, so I'll be back. So I kind of ran with it here. I used the plastic that we had up front. I had to fold it like 4 times. I'm going to show you what I did real quick. Now there's pros and cons to this. Cons the biggest one. Basically, here's it. It's all wrapped up. Now more of the plastic might be too thick. Sun won't be able to heat it. And then if you look in the middle here, it slopes down. Well, if there's weight, it's going to slope down towards the greenhouse. And if we get a heavy amount of snow, all that snow is going to be pushing on my end wall. So to fix that, either have to put some more mulch in there and stack it up high to bring it back, or put some kind of support in the middle to keep all that snow from pushing on the greenhouse, because we don't want that. That's going to cause problems, make that window collapse in, stress on the end wall. That's not good. So right now we don't have no rain in the forecast and definitely no snow, but what we're going to do is try this method out and see how it works. If it doesn't, then I get a black tarp. We'll try that out, and we can just like troubleshoot and try different methods. Try different. I can't talk today. Different methods on how we can get this to work and be efficient without having to use any kind of electrical to heat the greenhouse. And if it fails, I do have some wood stoves lined up, and then I can put a wood stove, which is nice, in this screen window. It'd come out here to where I'm standing, and then I could just use those wood chips to feed the fire. So I could shovel off that, and there's not really any loss there. So I've got to get this hole opened up in this window here in the screen so my pipe can start putting out the heat. Of course, it's going to be heated up today anyways because the sun's coming up. But we're going to need this heat for tonight because it's supposed to get down to 38 again. So let me do that. You know, so that I have to remove this bottom window. And I don't want to lift it up all the way because I don't want to let a lot of cold air in at night. So I gotta figure out how to lift this plexiglass up just enough to get the pipe through. That's that bottom panel. I'm going to climb up on this water tote and see if I can do this without dying. looks green. We got plenty left over. Might have been better just to cut a hole. Just around here. That's all I could find laying around. I guess that's how you learn. I really didn't need to cut this. Like, that was just a waste. Because now, oh well. It is what it is. Half the time, it's trial and error. That's how you learn. We got plenty of that material. It doesn't matter. Now it just becomes a waiting game. We'll let the sun heat that up. And we'll know if it works by tonight. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I mean, I doubt if it will, but oh well. Try new things. I've done this in the past with my banana trees, making baskets around them. And it builds up a lot of heat, and that's how I get them to grow like 10 feet tall. I'll cut them back like 4 feet. And then by next season, they're like 10 feet tall.